Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to this live stream, weekend live stream. I wanted to do this stream in the morning, but unfortunately, I couldn't do it due to some network issues. There was some network maintenance going on. Suddenly, I was not aware my Wi-Fi and nothing was working actually, so I had to postpone it. I just waited, and you know, well, one more important thing I just want to tell you is what did I mention? BTC is like our now focus should not be a BTC. Our focus should be Ethereum, because I do think that alts are literally going to rip up, and my analysis right now is based on completely that the BTC is likely going to very close to top out, or it's topped out, or maybe it's just going to have a push up. The way the way the USD dominance looks like, I do think that very interesting, triangle formation is likely going to happen. And in this triangle formation, we are most likely going to chop. Basically for BTC, but also are going to have rip up. So this is how I do see that, we are most likely going to do something like this, and then maybe one more dip up, and then boom, boom. So this is what I see for now, the way USD dominance is most likely going to do. If just in case, this sideways movements for the USD dominance is going to be amazing for us, So basically, just have to now focus on us and forget about BTC at this point. Don't ask me ever where we are shorting on whatever. We will short when my plan for this triangle plays out. We are going to short these levels. Remember, overall, USD dominance is bullish. We are not bearish, and it's just going to pump up as well. So basically, our plan for before we go to ETH and anything else, our sole plan perfectly played out. I posted in the live stream that a slight retest of these levels that we have around equilibrium 26.1 basically would be a good levels to long, and it just gave a retest to 26.2, slightly missed by 2 cents, 0.2 cents, and pumped up towards $30. Basically, this was our plan. If you want to check out the stream as well, you can check it out yourself, but this was our plan and perfectly played out. So now, right now, what I would like to tell you is on the Solana, we have reached the 786 Fibonacci levels, and I would say just be cautious because we have reached the biggest resistance so far. I'm not necessarily that it's topped out, but it can have furthermore towards 886. But ideally, the 786 is always acting as a strong resistance. So, the structure that we have here is a very interesting structure. And this may be a very interesting A, B, and C as well. So this may do something like this, and then further start looking to retest our $20 targets, something like this would ideally. But it can even go for irregular expanded flat. So this is going to be like 1, A, B, C. And then you have A, irregular expanded flat B, and then we go for C. And that is going to be our buy. Everybody is going to scream down, and it's going to pump up like this. So this is how I see for now that Solana is like 786 to 886 the levels where I would like to see it as a top. And hence I would say just for now stay away from Solana. It's a very crucial levels, big levels. So hence you should not be taking some risk unless the 886 or 786 is flipped as a support. Or basically I would like to say if we are closing daily above 27.4 and we get 2 consecutive daily close above this, khalas, the price is getting accepted and we are literally going to go pump up more actually. So 27.4 is what you want to see Solana holding. One more interesting alt is INJ. Perfectly going indicator. Gave me a lot of scalps actually. I played it nicely. And just kept on going, guys. My target for INJ is coming. It's in the bull run actually, in my view. Everybody's going to short it. But let me assure you one more time. And let me tell you one more time. This is a big ascending triangle. Identify this ascending triangle here. And I told you that we are most likely going to have a retest at 6.4, 6.8. That's where you should buy. But it just bounced from 6.8 actually instead of going towards 6.5. Anyways, but it just kept on going up. So now it's clean. 1, 2, 1, 2. So basically this was your 1. And this was your 2. And now we are in the wave 3. So basically it's not going to stop. I told you previously as well in the live stream. Do not try to short it. It's not going to stop. And that's what. It's not going to stop. Right now, the plan for, INJ for ascending triangle is we are most likely going towards a minimum target of 11.3 to 11.9. Basically, something around $12. Basically, the ascending triangle targets, for the highs and to lows too, as you can see here. That is going to be our ascending triangle target. Once it breaks out, this is where the target would be. It's not gonna stop till 11.9, but that's a minimum target for 11.9 just in case of a fake out. But it can literally go to 14.6, 14.8 as well, and maybe even go to a super duper pump up, literally towards 2414 as well, basically, which is around 16.5 as well. So basically, what I'm trying to say is, the ascending triangle is bullish, and we are most likely going to sweep up the highs, and we'll see what it does from there. But minimum target for me is this levels of fibs 11.3, 11.9. That's what the minimum target is. An extended target is 12.84. Now the ascending triangle pattern target is around 14.6, and I'm damn sure if it goes to 14.6, it will definitely gonna go to 16.5 as well. So for me, I'm just gonna go with a conservative target of 11.3 and 11.9 for now, sticking to the ascending triangle. We might literally get some another buys. Let's say it is very bullish. So this is like 1, this is like 2. So basically this is wave 1, A, B, C, wave 2. It's not 1, 2, 1, 2, but it's more like a B, C. Okay, or maybe it can be 1, 2, 1, 2 as well. So let's say this is like a, maybe this is wave 1, 2, 1, A, B, C, 2. So this is like a 1, 2, 1, 2. So if this is 1, 2, so we are in a wave 3. This can be literally just don't give you any retracement. It's just gonna keep up, go straight towards breakout, and it can go something like this. But remember, do not forget one more important thing, that ascending triangle is more likely a 3-3-3 pattern, which indicates that this move is like A, B, and some sort of a wave C here, which I fail to see the 5-wave structure over here, which is why I'm slightly, it feels me that this is not A, B, C for now. This is some sort of a nesting 1, 2, 1, 2. So I'm going to stick with 1, 2, 1, 2, that it can be starting for a big wave breakout or impulsive move. Or the worst case scenario would be, in case of a, ABC, this can be A, B, 1, 2, and this is like a 3-wave, sweep up the highs, 4, 5, come back down, retest these levels for the wave E, and boom, then we start pumping back up. So this level, I think anything this level is now acting as a strong levels of support. However, let's say at some point, if you get an opportunity to basically get a retest of these levels around 8.1 to 8.2 and maybe even 7.8, which I don't think it's now you're gonna get it, but in case if you get it, it's just a buy. You should not be worrying about it, just buy. I think green box is also good levels to buy, but because we are going to the biggest order block that we have here, if you look at from the accumulation perspective as well, just look at here, you will see basically that we not only fled the value area high, but above the value area high, you will see that we have a strong supply zone over here, lot of supply that have came previously. So basically this level is now acting as a strong supply block in my view, basically. So if you want to reject and maybe give some retest, it can do something like this and can give you 1, 2, 1, 2. So basically even wave 3 is also have 5 waves. So this can be wave 1 of 3, 2 of 3, 3 of 3, 4 of 3, 5 of 3, and this is out. So basically this retest is a very important, guys, somewhere from 8.3 to 8.1. That retest is a very crucial retest in my view if it gives you, and your stop should be under 7.7, and your take profit target should be 11.3 and something more. So this is what you should be playing for I and J. Now more important odds that I personally feel is a fucking bullish is Link. It has flipped, it has literally flipped 7.6% and it just keep on going. And remember what I told you, if it flips 7.6 on daily one more time, this shit is literally gonna fly, and that's exactly what happening. It also got a breakout from here. I think we discussed about this. It's likely once it breaks out with a huge candle, you're just long, but now we're getting a strong breakout. And what I personally feel is, and now I'm feeling very FOMO about it. Why? Because it's like I'm not playing for a scalps actually. I'm playing for a bigger swing, and what I'm watching in front of my screen. Any retest right now, what we are anticipating, because Link, if you see the previous month history, it has not flipped these levels on the daily closing. Basically $8 levels, 8.1 to $8. In case if we close today above these levels, it's gonna be a big yes for a Link, and basically it's gonna be like it's gonna be like a very nice bullish retest. We retest these levels, hold up here, and this shit is gonna go up. Now you might be thinking that, yeah, we got a sweep of the lows, and now there's a lot of liquidity, so now it's gonna be like, liquidity grab and then further down. Yes, ideally that is how it should play out, but I have told you a few days back that this is, to me, looks like a very interesting bullish checkmate. Now this bullish checkmate is literally on the hard-term time frame, and it's so valid because you have yet not swept the highs, basically took the liquidity on the upside, but you have took the liquidity on the downside here, over here as well. So this bullish checkmate is looking amazing on the link, and also on the monthly time frame, what you're watching for the first time after a big dump. There was a very interesting bullish engulfing candle, and then again you got a some sort of a nice bullish engulfing candle, again a pin bar candle with a bullish engulfing candle. So the monthly is very bullish. You have a pin bar, you have a bullish engulfing candle, and you also got a retest of 7.3 as a range lows. The only thing you really want is a retest on the daily time frame. So now your eyes and your alerts should be set on the link as and when the price gives you a retest of 8.1 to $7.8. Take it, and maybe it will be a long. Your stop loss should be under 6.3 at that point of time. Why? Because why I'm asking for a bigger or wider stop loss, because my target for a link is likely going to be then, because it's a big, you see, it's a big it's like a range lows of this bigger range, and also there's an order block over here for link. So basically in a downtrend, you see over here where I was, this is your range highs, this is your range lows, and now we are just flipping the range lows of 7.3, and now it's like we are closing above 8.1. Retest anywhere it can go to 7.8. Just keep on accumulating. Even if it goes to 7.3, keep on accumulating. Now it should not go ideally, but this is how I think. Once it flips, it's gonna come back down, it's gonna retest, accumulate, and it's gonna start pumping back up. In my view, the link is ready to rock and roll towards $21. Can even go to 22 as well. So basically, I personally have started accumulating back on each dips. I've accumulated from 8. I've started buying again from 8.3, the profits I took it previously. So my stop loss is 6.3. Ideally it should be 7.6, but I'm just keeping slightly wider because I'm not having a manual stop loss. I'm having a hard stop loss, and it's basically it's not gonna be like that. It's gonna wick and it's gonna take you out. No. So basically I do think if this range is literally likely going to fill, our first TP should be here and then in here, and it's gonna be like a big bullish checkmate. Boom, 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 and boom. So that's how a big bullish checkmate is a possibility for link in my view. And the way we are thinking, if we even take profits over here, the possibility is it can literally go till maybe even $38 as well. So we don't know at this point how far it is going to go, because for now this bullish checkmate is really bullish. You need to understand it. If we close today's daily close above the daily support that I mentioned, the white line is at 8.1, because for the first time we're going to do that. If we close above these levels, we never closed since like October 2022. Never. You see, every time we went rejected. So this candle is for the first time. If you're closing above, the next candle is going to be a retest, and boom, it's going to up like this. It's going to be like, if the price gets accepted, I know that I'm going to be having a aggressive longs. The aggressive long is going to be like, that the next candle is going to be simply here and you want to long it. So that is an aggressive one, because ideally my plan is that, ideally I would have played it in a normal circumstances that you want to see two consecutive candle closure, because never in a link downtrend history it has closed after October 22, or I would say even after, as you can see here, even after, I would say, August 2022, we have closed above 8.1, not a single candle. So it's like, even if it's one candle closure, I would be really happy. The volume is pretty much good, but you really want to see one more interesting thing here, which you don't want to ignore it. You need to see the volume. The volume should be above MA. So I don't want to see this as a fucking fake out and we just got trapped on something, but I really would like to see it as like a big volume, a breakout, and not like a fake out. So this whole structure can be, some sort of A, B, and C of something, and this can be another A, B, and C. It can do something like this as well. and then a fake out, and then further move down. If we don't break out with a big volume, you really want to see a big volume coming in. So let's see how we want to close today, but I'll have your eyes and ears on a link 8.1 close, and I'm definitely on a retest. We are buying. You really don't need anything. Just buy. Even if I'm slipping, if the price goes there, buy. Your stop loss should be under 7. If you're longing, your stop should be under 7.3. If you're buying, your your stop loss should be under 6.6, and a safest bet would be 6.3. I mean, ideally it should not go there, because we are targeting and we are aiming for practically higher up. So, ladies and gentlemen, this is what we are going to target for link. Now, because it's a bullish checkmate, I mean, there are two possibilities. I mean, the way the link is accumulating, there is two possibilities over here. First, altcoin, this link is dead actually. It don't have, a soul to live. So basically it's a dead. That's the first assumption probably why it's accumulating, because it's dead actually. You can say that for now. Now let's say if the bullish checkmate is valid, then I mean this is going to be like a big accumulation, and this shit is literally going to blow up. Now honestly, just use this candle for the weekly in my view from here till here, and what you'll see is we are having a strong support at 7.2. We are having a strong support now at 7.7. So practically whatever you're buying or longing now next gonna be at 8.1 or $8. Your stop should be clearly under 7.3 or maybe 7.2. So basically I do think right now the link is looking so hot. It's just getting ready, guys. Just getting ready. TRB is perfectly going fine. Band, my plan was perfectly going so far. I took a nice scalp yesterday as well after posting from here. It pumped like almost 8%. My plan is still same. I mean, this is what I personally feel, but over the weekend I also feel that there is a liquidity here. It's likely I think it's gonna go here, take the liquidity, gonna go for 1.324, and that is the level where you should be looking for some scalp on the long with your stops under 1.25. And if this is bullish, this is how it's gonna go up, and if it's bearish, it's gonna lose this and it's gonna go down like this for band. Actually, ideally this structure is bullish. I've already showed you actually that how the structure is bullish. So I'm just gonna play this again on the band. Talking about one more alt, or maybe we can check out, maybe we have already checked INJ. It's gonna be like let's also check a shitcoin. Rune is perfectly going, guys. Paid with analysis. I posted it A, B, and C. So C is literally going to $2, guys. Cool. If you longed it, perfect. This was the perfect level that posted, and the analysis is perfectly playing out. Bingo. Now let's go to, oh my god, SPX is done. Holy shit, and the plan is perfectly playing out. Where are the bulls? No shit, bro, there are no bulls. We are going down. SPX is perfectly going down to 4,143. Boom. Now let's talk about, sushi, my friend. Sushi is one of the shitcoin, I was expecting it previously to pump up, but it seems like, no, I don't care. I mean, I just don't want to pump. I mean, it's going to die. So right now, what I personally feel for sushi is we have a strong candle on the daily above, and I just have to just check it like a weekly time frame. So the weekly time frame is likely, if we closed weekly this way, I do think, look at my analysis, I wanted it it just to retest this blue line and maybe even sweep the lows, this take the liquidity which is yet pending, which is not yet done. But however, this was the box that I was looking for. But now it's a very interesting choice you need to make for yourself, ladies and gentlemen. I'm going to show you a very interesting thing for for sushi. So this was the period where sushi literally accumulated, and now this is the period where sushi has been manipulated and another accumulation is happening. So basically, I would say that if you really would like to be bull about sushi, you can be bullish right now. You can be looking for some longs, but I would be literally buying it once it starts flipping or reclaiming the range highs. And once it reclaims the range highs, this shit is gonna fly, dear. It's gonna be like a big fly. But for now, you have a long journey for sushi at this point. I mean, it has to have a long journey going up to the heaven, or maybe just going to do Valhalla sort of a thing. Right now, what do you really want for a sushi? Hold on. Yep. So right now, what you really want on a weekly time from for sushi is if you see the RSI have started turning back up, which is a good sign. Have flipped MA, which is a good sign. You want to see that we are closing it. The bull bear territory, we are still bullish, but the it started moving upwards. So basically, there is some demand going on here, and you know 53 cents is a strong support at this point. So right now on the weekly time frame, it's still bearish. I would say it's not bullish. We have a strong bullish candle over here, so it's not bullish at all. What it can do is for an instance, we can look for some more accumulation pattern. So basically, we might be looking for some sort of a move on towards the golden pocket zone from an upside perspective here. So we might be aiming for like 66 cents or maybe 70 cents at the most. Let's say even if it is bullish. So if this sushi is bullish, because weekly is turning bullish, and we are getting a very nice engulfing candle over here, a bullish engulfing candle. If that bullish engulfing, if this weekly closes above, the 57.5 cents, it's gonna form a very interesting bullish engulfing. And bullish engulfing always retraces to 0.5 to 702 fib, come somewhere around 55 cents maybe to maybe 54 cents, 54.5, and you will just see a pump up like this for sushi. So that is going to be your buy the dip once the bullish engulfing candle confirms. So for now, this is the plan for sushi. Come back down like this. So this is going to be A, B, C, another A, B, C, and then A, B, C, and then run up. So you need some sort of a spring formation at this point. But yes, I mean, even if this you get a move up from here towards 70 cents, it's like a 25% move in my view for sushi. Now the best scenario is that the whole structure is A. This is like a B over here, and we are going for a bigger impulsive move towards $1 as well. So that's going to be a bigger bullish wave count. But for now, I don't see that, for the sushi. XRP, my ladies and gentlemen, dear friend, I've already mentioned about the XRP, but on the high term time frame. Now let's also talk about the lower term time frame. You really want to know about XRP as well. Well, on the daily time frame, I do think that XRP is likely going to have one more push towards 60 cents and maybe even 65 cents. Why? Because let me show you something. So basically, it's also forming like a very interesting bullish checkmate over here on the XRP, as you can see. Or you can also say that it's somewhere not a bullish checkmate, but somewhere some sort of a triangle structure is forming, and this triangle is always like a fake out I've seen for XRP. Now this can be, the triangle can be like a reversal pattern. This can be wave 1, A, B, C, wave 2, and this is like a some sort of thing. It breaks out and it just goes up to 66 cents, maybe 70 cents as well. But what I personally feel over here for XRP is that we are most likely going to see at least a 0.5 Fibonacci retest, or not 0.5, then minimum 0.382. So now where are we going to literally look for buys? In my view, a 0.14 Fib is now should be acting as a strong support if flipped. So basically 50 cents, 50.4, it should be acting as a strong support. And once this level is flipped on the daily, which is literally flipped, one candle closed above second, and this is the third candle. So any retest, if you happen to get it any point of time, it's long, and I would like it to ride towards 63 cents for an XRP. Now the worst case scenario is over here that this is 1, 2, this whole move is 3, and this is gonna be like some sort of a triangle structure, but it's some sort of a bear flag scenario, let's say. So it's not a triangle, but it's a more of a bear flag scenario in case if you really want to give you the bear flag. So then the whole thing and the count will slightly change. Yep. So then it will be like, it's gonna be like we are at the resistance, give a retest, we hold up, pump up till the here, can even go here as well, and then come back down like this. So this is gonna be how XRP is gonna, so 63 cents to 60 cents is what I'm aiming for an XRP from point of view. But if let's say this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and we are still in the wave 4, then XRP target would be 0.382 to 0.5 Fibonacci levels. The fibs are going to slightly change because of the wave 4 then. So then we would be aiming for 60 cents to maybe 63 cents at the most at that point of time. So this is my plan for an XRP at this point, ladies and gentlemen. Any retest you get around 50 cents is for buying in my view. Maybe 50 cents to maybe 51 cents is for buying, and it's gonna have a push on the upside. Talking about uni, my plan for the uni is still same. A push is whatever the push we are getting, it is temporary. Even if it goes up like this, my plan is, this ascending triangle is gonna end up the way I mentioned it. It's gonna go like this, and then it's gonna sweep up, and once it starts reversing, it's not gonna stop. It's just gonna give you a big 500% gains, when uni starts doing it. You see, it's gonna be like, let's say where let's find the tentative levels where we think that, uni is likely going to bottom, but it's not gonna bottom around 1414, but it's more going to be 113 and 1272. So 113, let's also have 1414 to be negative ideally. Oh, it's positive, good, but I would just like to have it 113, 113. Where is my fib? 113. Let's keep it this 113 here. Perfect. So ladies and gentlemen, this is the target for ideally this whole green box is a target for uni, but in my view basically 1.13 to 1272 is what ideally it should go, and it should not go more than 1272 because of even BTC did not went that well down. So basically this is how I think it should go, like this, and probably go up and take all the liquidity till $11. So just imagine, even if you're buying here at 2.5, this shit is gonna fly towards 9.8, minimum 300% gains, and max it can go to 400%, and maybe you want to these levels of 12.9, which is like 433%. So basically this is like what I see for now. It is bearish, and just wait for it. I see this is like going to break down at any point of time once everything tops out. Now let's talk about Ethereum, guys. Ladies and gentlemen, Ethereum is bullish. As I mentioned, I wanted to give that long. This was the levels I wanted to give that long at 1604, and even September very, very low. I posted and mentioned yesterday also that any retest of September value area low, and even 1583 is where I was looking to give you longs, if you remember, and exactly that's where it's playing out. So either you beat value area low, or you beat this levels naked POC that we have around here, where stops on the 1572 of the monthly levels, and this is gonna fly. Now let's talk about what exactly the targets for ETH and why I'm very bullish on ETH at this point, because of the wave counts that I'm having for the ETH. So after ETH started dumping, what the fuck is this? After ETH started dumping with like a big ABC for a wave 2. So this was a sharp wave down. And in my view, if you just have the fibs from the highs to the lows, my minimum target for ETH is going to be the golden pocket zone, and maximum it can go to 702 Fibonacci levels. So basically it's gonna be two target that we have, GP zone and 702 max. So this is what in between it should go actually. So this move was wave A, this was wave B, and now I personally feel that we are in the wave C at this point. So ideally it should go up, finish this whole move, and that's exactly where your ETH BTC is gonna pump up. As I remember I mentioned, go to the daily and it's gonna pump, and that's exactly what it is doing. And basically it was a perfect analysis, a bounce from those levels. So in my view, I do think that ETH BTC is likely gonna go up in my view. So basically I'm seeing that they also can literally start a nice bull run. A bull run in the sense not like a big bull run. It's like that it's gonna start outperforming BTC at this point. That's what exactly I personally feel at this point. So Ethereum is bullish, and my bet is next on ETH and not BTC at this point. Even though BTC is slightly looking bullish at this point as well, but I'm just gonna bet ETH, because even if BTC performs pump 1%, ETH is gonna pump 1.5 to 2%. So it's better to just look for ETH and not BTC at this point. I'm talking about the 4 hours time frame as well. What I personally feel is that ETH is right now going to go up and sweep up the highs most likely, or can reject from a big level of September POC over here. So basically I think we can have one more push up over here, maybe like this to September value very high, come back down, retest these levels one more time, maybe like this is like a wave 1, and this is going to be like a wave 2 over here, September value low, can even go to monthly levels, and then we start rolling back up towards 1699 and maybe max to $1720 levels. But it's not gonna go above these levels, because I am having a bearish count at this point. Going above these levels is gonna go for a nesting, and it can literally go to 1853, our previous target. But it also going to pose a big challenge for BTC. So it can't happen that Ethereum pump that strong towards 1800 and BTC is not gonna do anything. No. So this is where the reason, we need to have a sync between BTC and ETH. And that's why if ETH is doing something like this, I'm damn sure BTC is also going to do something like this. I think on the weekend we are going to pump above 30,300 and even 30,400, can even go to 30,800 as well. And from there we start coming back down towards 29.3 and gonna take this liquidity that we have and even these levels as we have here. So basically this is how I do think that 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5, fifth wave is gonna be here, and then after that we're gonna be A, B and C, another A, B and C, and this is how I would like to see then the price action for BTC on the lower term time frame. For now it is bullish. I'm expecting it to just go up at this point and not stop. So basically I do think right now what I see is BTC is going to sweep up these highs, can even go and sweep up the highs as well. But so far that's the reason I'm not shorting it. The levels that I have is 30,800, which is a big levels. So now I'm just looking for those levels at this point. And you also have 6-month highs as well. This is like 886 Fibonacci levels as well. So basically this is the max target. If you're looking for A, B and C, this is how it should go. And this is more in my view than 15 minutes time frame what you're watching. For BDC, it's gonna be like wave A, sharp wave A, wave B over here, and then we're gonna have wave C like this towards 26,800 for BDC, and from there it's gonna pump up like this, maybe towards if this is like ABC, this is top, then it's gonna have one more push up towards 3144. But for now, I mean the structure is looking good. I'm expecting a push up. I don't see any signs of reversal yet, even though the USA dominance look bottom, but I do think that BTC is still hot, and I was not looking for short. The way we took our profits, after we took our profits, our profit is at 30,000. It just dumped literally towards 29,330, almost close to $700 dump, and that price starts reversing. You see the Q3 value area high is now acting as a strong support at this point, and we are just holding it up. So now I do think that BTC is useless to short it at this point. The shorts are gonna come, but we just have to be waiting for it. In next 3-4 days, in my view, maybe even 5 days, I think we are gonna get a shorting opportunity, but we don't want to be early right now. The plan is let things pump up so that we can literally make money off it. Audio is also going well. I've posted all my analysis. Let's talk about all that most people want to know about it. It's AVAX. Avalanche is also looking great, like a very clean double bottom as well over here. It's a very nice and a very clean, I would say at this point what I can see is a very nice double bottom. And once it starts flipping it, you have a chalk, and then you're gonna have a retest, and from there we can look for an upside. You have a neckline, the neckline on the AVAX, and it's a very strong neckline, guys. It's not a one that it's an easy one. No, it's a very strong one. So basically till we are above under this levels, we can expect a retest of 10.8. But then we need to retest at least 9.3 before we pump up. So it's gonna go up towards most likely 9.9 to maybe $10 or 10.1. Reject from there and come up, retest these levels, and then we look for an upside for AVAX. Overall, I do think they're also looking great. Why? Because of the ETH BTC. Now the turning point for ETH BTC is on the daily time frame is perfect, but at the 4-hour time frame, if you see here, or maybe look at the 1-hour time frame for ETH BTC, the pain scenario for ETH BTC is only that the lower term time frame can give us a proper one more drop towards it and give you a very interesting lower term time frame, a very, very interesting what do you say, a bullish wolf waves that we are watching one waiting for. This is how it can give you, actually just go to the daily levels, and from there it can reverse like this on the lower term time frame. So basically on the lower term time frame we might just give one more dip, and if we start reversing from here, a form of bullish engulfing or pin bar candle or anything, I'm gonna convert my 40% BTC bag that I bought at 16,800 to Ethereum, and I'm just gonna let you ride. So for hard time frame scenarios for BTC and USDT, we're just gonna discuss tomorrow on the weekend live stream. And now for an indicator, guys, I've yet to update the indicator. We are still working on some testings more for the chalk S. Basically I think I'm expecting by tonight. Let's see if we can get it, and I'll just release an update. If you have any queries for indicators, so let's say if you guys have posted some queries, and maybe I can just resolve it over here as well. ATMV, if I uncheck the boxes in TMV price action indicator, it's remove the lines and fibs as well. Yeah, so it's already fixed actually. The fibs are related, the fibs in an indicator is related, or it's drawn based on, the structure, whatever the structure it has, either chalk S, or whatever. That way the fibs are drawn basically. And hence, you can't, if you remove these structures, boss ext chalk, the fibs are gonna be removed as well. And hence, it's better to have the fibs, in my view. The second question is, well, a daily SR is the biggest thing. Here I am with a particular example. It's just like a brick wall. Let's wait for him to provide more insights about boss ext. I mean, boss ext, I have already given a lot of insights about it. I don't know what you guys are not understanding about it. I made a video as well, a clear video where I've explained how to use the boss ext. It's very simple. Boss ext is similar to boss. However, boss ext identifies, not only the small internal structure. So let's say you have a big, move on the downside, and you have a chalk. This is a chalk. You're gonna have the price start shifting back, and it pumps, and then you have a boss. Okay, a boss ext basically. So and this is how it's gonna go. But inside, I have just given you a straight line, but inside that there will be small multiple high lows. So the boss is gonna form more likely here, and boss ext captures the bigger or higher I would say swing highs and lows. That's what it captures. It also captures perfectly the swing failure pattern. Now when boss ext, you just have to remember 2-3 points. When boss ext forms with a big wicks, or a bearish pennant, or a bullish pennant, you literally bearish pennant in an uptrend, bullish pennant in a downtrend. So when the boss ext forms that way, you literally need to avoid those trades, because 5 out of 10 trades are gonna be win, and 5 out of 10 trades are gonna be lose. So basically your win rate is just gonna be 50-50 when we are talking only about boss ext with bullish pennant or bearish pennant. Also, if a boss ext forms, let's say not only boss ext, but let's say if boss ext forms only with a swing failure pattern. So let's say you have a boss ext over here, and the price got accepted inside, it's a strong bearish sign, you short it, and the price is gonna go down. Now let's say if the similar boss ext is going to form with a big swing failure pattern, so it's like a SFP, so the price don't get acceptance. So whenever you're shorting those candles, please make sure that you are shorting with a lot of confluence. So you also need to see that in case of an example, just have to tell you, it's not that you simply close your eyes and just short it on the fibs. No, as I mentioned, why we have order block, why we have fair value gaps, you need to understand. So when, oh shit, it went down. So whenever the price gives you something like a boss ext, you need to see fibs, also have naked POCs on your chart, and then also look for where the levels have where there are big levels, if you have a strong weekly levels, quarterly levels, or anything else, or having a fair value gaps or order blocks, that where you need to bid for boss ext. The concept is very clear. You need to only avoid it when you are having it, the boss ext forms with a bullish pennant or a bearish pennant. Now, during the boss ext, let's say an example of a gold for a 15 minutes time frame. So what happened was, over here there was a chalk. Now along with boss ext, I'm just going to explain you why I have spent a lot of time building an accurate logic for engulfing candles, as well as the pennant and engulfing are the most important thing you have. Whenever you have your boss ext sort of a structure, and this is the bullish boss ext, the price goes down, ideally based on the bullish boss ext, your stop loss your stop loss should be either under this levels, or it should be under this levels. Ideally this was a better one in my view, but you see there is a bullish engulfing candle over here. So if this is a bullish engulfing candle you have on the 15 minutes time frame, it clearly gives you an indication that price have found a lot of buyers, and the price is likely going to reverse from here. So that's where it's going to give you a lot of confidence. So you have a confidence, you can play, basically in our scenario, let's say you have a boss ext over here, and what happened is suddenly instead of a bullish engulfing candle, the light blue, it would have formed a dark blue candle, and it's a bearish engulfing candle. Then that would be slightly different. Then you would be like, this is a bearish engulfing or something like, on this boss ext, if it would have a bearish pennant candle or red candle, then I would say just avoid trading. Even if you want to pump, let it go, but you just avoid those candles. So that's how you should play the boss ext. It's very simple. It is same as boss finds a smaller structures, and boss ext finds a bigger structure. Boss ext also acts as a swing failure pattern. It captures swing failure pattern on higher term time frames very accurately. Whenever you have swing failure pattern on boss ext, a big swing failure pattern with a bullish or bearish pennant, you can literally go for a short or reverse trade, contrarian trade. It's gonna play very, very nicely and very quickly in my view. That's all what I have for boss ext. One more thing I would like to tell you is, why are we having this engulfing and pin bar candles as well? So whenever you see that you are playing boss ext, look for some confidence why you want to take trade. So you have a boss ext over here, we don't know at this point, so you really want to long 702 786, or maybe because you had an order block at that point of time here, so you longed it. Your stop should be under the order block, either because the order block should be in this will be a bigger order block, and so you will be having an order block under these levels. And now as and when you got an engulfing candle, you get a confirmation good that we are gonna now this is an engulfing, the price found buyers over here, so it's definitely going to pump up. If you really want to minimize your losses, as and when the price starts reaching 0.5 or 1 hour, just move your stops in profits, try to secure 0.6 to 0.7 hour minimum, and that way you can increase your capital. If you are risking 1% on each trade, I'm damn sure by the end of the day you're gonna make close to 3 to 4% every day. You can make it with this indicator. You just need to know. And a lot of people are just keep on over trading it. They get one trade, they get two trade, and they get greedy. Oh my god, this is magic. Let's keep on trading. But then what happens is, when you're trading with algo, it means that you are saying your mind, hey, look, we just don't need to think what it is doing. You just simply follow it. Yes, that's what exactly you should do. But also need to follow what this algo is giving. Look at those levels. You have quarterly, previous quarter highs. You have a lot of levels over here. So also check the levels once. Where are the EMAs and everything? EMAs is also here. I've given everything in one algo actually. So basically, also you need to check the levels. You have to check order block. Where is the order block? What sort of candles? For your easiness, I've also colored the candle as an engulfing candles or a pennant. The green one are the bullish pennant, the red ones are the bearish pennant. It tells you that the price have found buyers, and it's got rejected by strongly rejected by the buyers. The bears started to dump in, but the buyers stepped in and just pushed the price. That's where it's gonna give you a very good clarity as to what you should be bidding next and what the price is. So this way, I think the boss ext is a very simple concept. Still, if you're finding it slightly confusing, fine. And a lot of people just keeps on asking me, how do you decide if you're looking at the 5 minutes chart? I would say, if you want to scalp it, you can scalp it simply on 5 minutes chart. You don't want to take or load your mind with don't want to check once 15 minutes chart or 1 hour chart. That's why the screener is here. Why I've given the screener. So basically, if the 5 minutes is saying bearish and if the 15 minute is still bullish, which means that the high-term time frame trend is still bullish, but the 5 minutes time frame might give you an early sign of a reversal. But if overall trend is an uptrend, and if it's just forming a bearish shock here, there is a possibility that this might be a fake out, because at that point, if the high-term time frame is still bullish, so you should be slightly waiting for to short it rather than going aggressive, and that's exactly what it happened over here at this point. So basically, if the trend is bullish, the low-term time frame, if you're playing it, just check once 15 minutes. Not necessarily, I'm not saying what exactly you should play 5 minutes, 15 minutes. It's up to you. I have already mentioned, if you are degen scalper, just go for 5 minutes. If you are like a scalper, I mean, you can wait for like few hours for a trade, go with 15 minutes. You wanna do a day trading, go with 1 hour, and you wanna go for swings, go for 4 hours. And if you really want to go for investments where you want to buy, you want to sell, go with daily and weekly, because the daily and weekly is going to take months and months. Maybe weekly is going to take months, daily is going to take few days basically for play out. So that's how you should play, ladies and gentlemen. But when I trade, what I do normally is, okay, the 5 minutes time frame is bullish, it's giving me the bearish chalk, I should take a short. But what I normally do is I see what all the confluences I have, what are the 15 minute is saying. The 15 minute is still is still having a boss EXT, it's bullish. So overall 15 minutes trend is still bullish. I don't have any bearish pennant over here on the boss EXT, so boss EXT is looking good, and it's like telling me that, hey, look, 15 minutes is still bullish. So basically and there is also an engulfing candle on the 15 minutes over here, so you need to literally avoid it. Similarly over here as well, when you have an engulfing candle over here, despite of the fact after an engulfing candle you got slightly pullback and then it started reversing, but look, after an engulfing candle the price starts going upside almost close to $6 or $7 move, and then went back down. So similarly, I would say that when you have such confluences on the M15 or M30, that those are not showing any sign of a reversal, just play what the M15 or 1 hour time frame shows you. So that way you can plan your lower term time frame scalps. Now the indicator is not going to give you 100% accuracy, of course. There are going to be losses as well. So that's why the risk management comes into play. Take each trade, have the same risk for each trade. So if 3 out of 10 trades are wrong, then it's still you're going to make close to 11 hour overall with the 10 trades you're gonna risk, and basically even more. If you have patience, you can just let it ride. It's gonna take a few days maybe for you to master this indicator, but it's so easy. I've made it, and maybe I've got some idea as well, in case if I can build a logic where it automatically gives you, let's say you have a chalk or boss EXT, automatically try to pops up at what level you should long or short it, but it is a complex task, so we will see, and how much the developer is going to charge also, of course, that is also a headache. So we will see how much basically once I get an update from chalk S, once that is released. My next big work that is only pending from my end is going to be the support and resistance levels. The support and resistance that we have on the weekly time frame, monthly time frame, daily time frame, H4, 3-day, 2-day, whatever the fuck you want it, you can have it on your chart. The way you have the screener over here, you can also change the screener as well from here on the downside. If you don't want 1 hour, if you're scalping on 5 minutes, you can change to 15 minutes as well. Then you can have 1 hour, and then you can have 4 hours, and then on 15 minutes you have 5. 1 hour the period should be 5, the 4 hour period should be 21. Remember those periods, I've already had a note. And once you do it automatically on the same time frame, let's say you're scalping on the 5 minutes time frame, you're going to get what the 15 minutes 4 hour looks like. Basically there is a chalk, boss chalk. So basically if the 5 minute is bullish, yes, we should be going ahead with this long, is everything is bullish. But yeah, this is how you get you literally get some more confidence and confidence that hard term time frames is still bullish, there is no sign of a reversal, and that's how you should play it. I mean, you can always change this screener, that's why I've given you the screener actually. That's all, ladies and gentlemen, that I have for basically. Let me just change it to my time frame, because I love my time frame: 1 hour, 4 hour, and daily. So 5, 21 and 25. This was unticked for some reasons. Fine. I've also told many of time that the new indicator, I've already got a lot of updates done. This is the new indicator, which the update I am yet to push it. In that, there will be new concept. Chalk S is going to come. I'm testing it right now. The logics have slightly improvised so that you don't get fake signals. The rest logics are same. I've given color change options for everything. For chalk boss also I've given an option. There is a new concept for liquidity that has been added. Where there's a huge liquidity, it's gonna have $double. Where there is a normal liquidity, it's gonna give you $single. and then buy side and sell side liquidity new concept is gonna come. It's gonna help you over the weekend when you are trading and you see that what should I put my stop loss. We remember you should not put your stop loss on the wicks because those are the liquidity pools. So it's gonna show you that where are the liquidity pools at this point on the lower some time frame. Fair value gap, I've given that change of color. Order block, I've given a change of color. Earlier this show order block button was not working, and now we have made it work as well. If you untick it, everything is gonna, or every order block is gonna go. As you can see, it's went away. If you take it, it's gonna come. The OB time frame and the chart is already updated in the previous version as you are having. Gave an option for you to change color of the fibs as well. The rest all things remain same as it is. So basically it's gonna be a very good update. And also one more important thing, I forgot to tell you that a lot of people complained about me the position of the screener. So like earlier we were not having option of bottom right. You can have option to choose from top right to bottom right as well. And you can also move from you don't want to have it here bottom right, you can put at left bottom as well. So basically the indicator is going to move here because basically this level level is where you don't really have much sort of price action, and this is going to be very helpful if you really want to see something like this. So basically it's up to you how you want to move it. I've given that option as well in this indicator as well. So I do think guys, I've yet not released it because there is slightly issue with the memory because it's not working in the replay. Because if I just replay it, it was exiting my memory for some reasons. I don't know what reasons. It was working in my basically okay, it is working. Earlier it was not working. If I do this, it used to go. Yeah, see, when I used to run the replay, it used to give me the error like this. So we are working on this study error, that why the error is coming when in the replay mode. So let's see. The main issue is the code is now become very big. It's now more than 1500 line codes. So that is the main issue, and a lot of looping is happening and a lot of calculations are happening in the backend to give you more accurate thing. Actually, that's why. So this update, I will release it as and when my I get a proper chalk as confirmation from the from our developer, and then probably we're just gonna release it, guys. That's all, and have a nice day, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for joining. I've given a lot of things to you. I'm just waiting for ETH to give me that retest of September very low, or maybe even monthly, and then I'm gonna give you that long shot because my target is literally going to be 1677 and $1,700. Can't even go to 1725 worst case scenario, but that is my target in my view for ETH at this point. That's all, ladies and gentlemen. That's all. Have a nice day. Bye bye.